All right, we are going to make this work. All right, one video again today, only because, I'm sorry guys, I don't know why things haven't been uploading correctly. I am doing the best I can with the resources that I have. So, this is for Jakara's Fit 2019-03-19. Hello Fire Breathers. I'm gonna start with the gym and then finish with the home. So, gym, you have 2 strengths today that you're starting with. Do your shoulder warm up as it's called for. We want our shoulders nice and active and warm before we start trying to use them. Remember, contrary to popular belief, we care about the health of our shoulders and doing things well. So please make sure you're warmed up for that. You're starting with your strict press and then with a push press. Use a barbell. Hopefully you have access to one. You'll see me scaling today's strength, but for your strict press, good front rack position, step away from your rig, belly button in, ribs down, squeeze your butt, everything's nice and aligned, weight in your heels, quads tight, move your head back out of the way, and then press that bar straight up overhead, bring it back down, straight up overhead, bring it back down, okay? For the number of reps that it calls for. Make sure you're touching that bar to your chest before you press it back up again. We want full range of motion, and up top, remember, you're pulling through. So we're not here to finish our rep. Straight up, wrist over your shoulders, over your hips, over your ankles. For your push press, let's see if I can get a little bit more alignment here. I'm sorry, the camera's on the floor. Like I said, working with what I got. I guess I could have went over there. Maybe tomorrow. You're doing a dip, drive with a press. Okay. Remember, what you're trying to do here is elevating that bar with the power of your hips. So our strict strength with our shoulders, right, which is why strict handstand push-ups are so hard, is going from the shoulder and pressing and initiating that movement from that bottom static position. With the strict press, you're getting the power from your hips and your core to get that bar moving. The general rule is that you can lift about 30% more weight with a push press than with a strict press. That's why you're doing the strict press first. Press. If you need to reset here before you go into your next one, you can do that, or if you can cycle it, just make sure that you're moving well and you're not ending your rep here and your rep here. Sorry. You actually do have 2 Metcons today. One of these is a repeat. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I love this workout because I love having the strict press in the AMRAP. So ideally, you can clean that bar up and get it up overhead for your workout. If you want to use a rack, I mean, you can. Your D-ball cleans, you should have access to one of those. If you don't, do a squat clean with the barbell for the weight that calls for, and then a rope climb. If you don't have access to a rope, but you do have access to a rig, I almost said rig, your scaling option is to do a knees to elbow pull up. That's 1. You'll do 3 of those for your 1 rope climb. Okay. If you don't have access to either of those things, let me know and we can sub in something else for you for that, for your rope climb. Score for that is rounds and reps. And then you have a 4 time. So you've got running, and then you've got 3 different types of lunges. So your low lunges, you're going to hold your dumbbell in each hand. You're going to hold them here as you lunge, stepping out of the frame. Then you've got your running distance again, and you've got a front rack lunge. So your dumbbell's going to go here as you lunge. Somebody wore muddy shoes in here, sorry, that's when I'm lunging. And then you've got an overhead walking lunge, and that is with both dumbbells up overhead as you go the distance. Okay. So that ends the gym portion. Attack with fire, guys, have fun. 5-minute mark, perfect. Home track, this is for you. So, home, you are starting with a run, and hopefully you can go and get that in. If you need to do it on a treadmill, again, that's perfect. If you can't get outside and get it done, get outside and get it done. Even if you have to do laps, doesn't need to be a mile, like out and back. If you don't have access to either of those, we can sub in a jump rope, we can sub in a rower, we can sub in a stationary bike, whatever you have. If you need to know what kind of distance to sub in, let me know. Just depending on what situation you have. Once you get that run out of the way, you've got walking lunges. Okay, so your rep count for your walking lunges is 1, 2, and so on and so forth. So it's 40 each leg, 80 total. Lying toes to hands, we've had these before. I don't know where I'm going to be in a frame for you for these, but gosh, it's so muddy. You're gonna grab a stationary object with your hands straight, arms straight out overhead. Start with your legs straight and extended. Pull your knees into your chest. Get that butt off, and you're gonna try to touch your feet to your hands as close as you can. Straight legs again, that's 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Okay. If you can't get your feet all the way to your hands, that's okay. I just want your feet as close to your hands as possible. And sumo squats, we've had these before. But wide stance, toes at about 11 and 2, hips back, down and up, okay? So from the side, you're still getting full range of motion squat, just with a different position than our feet are normally in. And then decline push-ups to finish on. Here again, doesn't really matter how much of a decline that you have, just wherever your capabilities are and whatever you have available to you, so that your feet, I'm gonna try this, so that your feet are up higher. I think that's moving. Oh, it is moving. So that your feet are up above your hands. Bend your elbows past 90 degrees, and then full extension up top. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Can't wait to see how you guys do. Keep up the good work. If you haven't already, please don't forget to follow Dracarys Fit on Instagram and Facebook. Haven't updated the Twitter yet. And spread the word, tell your friends. Remember your Tribe app, you have the app and you have the dashboard. So you've got a lot of different accesses to you. You can contact me on Dracarys Fit, Instagram or website, or the Facebook. And yeah, have fun.